Hey, good morning, Kevin. Good morning. I don't have my second viewport this morning because we are back from vacation. And good morning, Mr. 𝗵𝗀𝗃, Raul. Just starting right off here with, just a little bit of breath work and guitar for everyone. Justin, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're starting with the A440. We've been working on a few songs over the weekend and had some pretty cool, just a couple of new introduction patterns this morning. We're going to get into, Raul shared with us some interesting things, so we'll get into that stuff. I'm not sure if we'll make it there today or not with the Petrucci workouts. But we're going to add fingers 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and 3 and 4 today, which we haven't done at all yet. Good morning, Mr. Tortorello. How was Friday night? We're just getting back from vacation and I would like to watch your guitar concert, your band concert on demand if there's a place where we can do that. Just working on the old A440. So let's go ahead and get this on the surface of the guitar. There we go. We're right on the money, I think. Let's see if we can get all of the other strings to follow suit. I'll have to keep up with the comments here as best I can. I do not have a second viewport today, so I'm trying to read the comments right here from the old iPhone. I have the old iPhone XS Max. It's like the old 2016 or 18 or something. So it's an aged phone. It's not my favorite form factor, but I have an old iPhone 5 that I really like the form factor of that iPhone 5. So I'll do my best to keep up with the comments here. So it was great. Oh man, I'm happy to hear that. So we're looking for, we can look at Denim Dennis. Maybe it's available at Denim Dennis on YouTube or Instagram. That concert that you guys had on the 21st, Anthony. Yep, Paradise City. Maybe we should tune in first. And if you're just joining us, welcome to the morning ritual for guitar growth. I'm a little rusty because we pretty much took last week off, which I don't typically do. But it was a well-deserved, well-needed break from the old grind. And we didn't really take it off, I guess. I spent more time with my wife last week than while she was on February break, early spring break, and got the old dog, the old pooch room moved into we started converting that into the walk-in pantry, so that's going well. And started making we had a beautiful sourdough starter that we started this week, and we have a few beautiful loaves of sourdough rolling, and really enjoying that that new stuff. So today we're going to start right away with the usual stuff, which includes primarily breath work. So we'll start with breathing. 𝗵𝗆𝗆, good morning. Mark, good morning. Phone is glitchy. Yeah, is your phone glitchy or my phone glitchy? Because my phone's super glitchy. Looks like I don't understand reboot. That's a good thing. Looks like I don't have to do a reboot. I had to do a reboot this morning. My phone froze. And I thought maybe I wouldn't be able to do a live stream because I guess I have a few backup iPhones. I'd never trade. Marlon, good morning. And Badger makes music. I dare you to. Creatures Remedy. It's so great to see new faces here. Kevin, yes. Mark, am I really here? Yes, good. Good. Creatures Remedy. I'm a man of no specific faith, have no knowledge and beyond the grave. I can't deny. Let's see. There was a David Wilcox song called A Big Mistake. I don't know if you guys are into David Wilcox, but a wonderful guitar player, singer, songwriter. And there's a song called Big Mistake. Check it out. You might like it. It's a great song to cover. I haven't played that song in years. Prepping for an interview. Oh, interview. Good. Tracy Allen, good morning. Good morning, and nice to hear. Internal with the company I work for, so no pressure. Good. Good. But you're cool anyway, and you're going to ace any interview you place yourself in. Good morning, crew. Happy good morning, Dan. All right, so I'm Matiko. Good morning. Love the emoticon, or the old timers say emoticon. We used to say emoji, now it's emotes, I guess. Good morning, y'all. Joe Davis. All right, let's take a look. Let's get started, shall we? We're starting. If you're just popping in, this is the morning ritual for guitar growth. It happens every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is going to continue all throughout 2025. So if you really wanted to improve yourself through the guitar, if you wanted to improve yourself through your family, your spiritual person, your whole person, your guitar skills, number one, right after improving the self. We're going to do this for the entire year. So this is very exciting for a lot of us because we show up with the guitars, we tune up, we breathe, we work out. And today we're starting with a workout. Fingers 3 and 4 like usual, and 1 and 2 and T. We're going to start with 4 attacks per beat. And if we have some time, we'll go into the quintuplets today, but we want to introduce two new things. 1, 2, 4. And then 1, 3, 4. Show is great. Entire live stream on IG. Oh, good. On YouTube later this morning. Super. So it'll be on Denim Dennis and your channel. If you cross market it that way. Yeah, I'd like to hear some more about those comments and how the band went and how the night went. So 1 E and a 2 E and a, fingers 3 and 4, go E and a. If you're new to the show, stick around, you're going to love it. This is the morning ritual for guitar growth where we just work out the simple things. We work on sipping the morning coffee, we hang out together, and there's a banging live chat that I can never seem to really keep up with it, but I'm just sort of keeping the show on the road. And you feel free to engage with any questions you might have. We have a really great culture of respect going that we are going to continue to run with, and we have high expectations of that culture, of maintaining that culture of respect. So let's just keep that in mind. We haven't really had too many problems with it yet. We've been going since the beginning of 2005. So I wanted to welcome you, and you can show up with your guitar and work through these warm-ups. So the word on the street is this kind of warm-up opens up. Let's do fingers 2 and 3. 1 E and 2. Here we go. Fingers 2 and 3. This exercise, these simple exercises, repetitive exercises, give us access to walk through veil after veil after veil in our journey to, guitar joy or guitar, developing our guitar practice. As guitar practitioners, one of the things we do every day is, well, we play the guitar. And imagine that. So one of the things that we don't advertise much for sake of feeling, you know, the monotony and then the, you know, the work behind the curtain, you know, the all-powerful Oz. I think we don't typically advertise that we warm up, but this is absolutely necessary for a person like me, for certain, you know, whatever that means. I used to have a friend that said practicing's for people who suck, and he was, you know, I always sort of wake up in the morning, I'm like 1 and 2 and frets 11 and 12, 3 and 4 E and here we go E and then you know, I wake up in the morning. Sometimes I don't look in the mirror much anymore because I don't have to comb my hair as much as I used to have to. But I do have to do that a little bit, and I just sometimes wonder about, gee, am I the guitar player that I want to be? Am I doing the things? Then I realize those questions are not really the questions I want to be asking myself. I want to ask myself, am I thoroughly enjoying every moment of my life? Am I working hard? Am I playing hard? Am I working smart? Am I doing the things that are going to bring joy to my life and the lives of others? Is it good for the community? Somehow, maybe the answer is yes. And then I'll probably continue along. But the goals, even though we have goals, thank you for the cool hat. It's the Keep It Patched, you know, the old North Face Keep It Patched. So fingers 2 and 4, let's get this stretch right away. Usually we do this 3rd or 4th step in, but let's go ahead right away for frets 10 and 12, and a onesie and a twosie and a putting on my shoes. How do I get rid of my confidence issue? Tracy, do you have too much confidence? You can never have too much confidence. And the confidence issue, a lot of it is controlling of breath. So if we can control our breath, we can reduce any or eliminate any, you know, panic or anxiety. We can control it. I think that's a good thing to do. So this is going to, you know, jumping on board and showing up. If you have the time to show up, I'd personally invite you, everybody in the live chat would personally invite you to join us every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But the confidence issue is good, you know, it's striking a balance, you know. If you're a contractor and you're a carpenter and you drive around your, you know, your $150,000 rig, some of your clients might be thinking that you're getting paid too much. If you show up in your old rust box, they're probably thinking you're not getting paid enough, and they probably think that you're not capable of doing the work. So there's a little balance there. Do you know what I mean? But confidence is good. Confidence is king. So fingers 2 and 3, 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a faux E. The only way I ever overcame confidence was placing myself in those uncomfortable situations, and then just going through the, you know, oh my gosh, I'm really worried about the outcome here. I'm nervous. I'm going to fail. I've failed multiple times. You have to be kind of okay with failure. I think, you know, Neil Young talks in those terms, you know, when they ask him how do you become a songwriter, you know, and then maintain his songwriting. How do you become a great songwriter? And one of his answers is like, you have to be okay with failure. You have to embrace failure. And it's pretty simple that way. But we're using fingers 2 and 3, and this finger grouping is really like, this gets me every time. It really tightens up my forearm and really chokes everything off. So like, there's almost no tissue open enough to allow blood flow through my hand. So I'm really like right up here. I don't know where you guys are feeling it, but I'm feeling it right in through here. So That's indicating that I'm in the wrong posture for that exercise, so I should be doing this kind of thing, but you can't see me if I do that, right? So let me go ahead and do this again. We'll start with fingers 1 and 2, and we just did fingers 3 and 4 stretch. We did fingers 2 and 3 stretch. Now we're doing fingers 1 and 2 stretch on 10 and 12. Same thing. So let's go ahead and start with 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 𝗿E and a. Continued exposure to the things that you're afraid of. That's right. Yeah, like exposure therapy. 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀, a little 𝗬𝗏𝗃𝗀 treatment. Never hurt anybody. Play John Cage's for. Oh wow. Daniel, good morning. Love your last name, your surname. One of my favorite Green Day references. Joe Davis, good morning, amen. If you're just tuning in, I wanted to invite you to join us every weekday morning. Anytime you can catch up with us, bring your guitar every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this is just it's just a morning ritual for guitar growth. And what we do is we walk through the joy of embracing every tone that we play in the morning together. We're alone, of course, but we're together. Tracy Allen, not enough. What else do you have for questions, Tracy? So, happy Monday, everyone. Good night. Good morning, Bernard. Bernard, thanks for the reminder. Perfect, Joshua. I don't know how to develop independence from my fingers to my vocals or even strumming. Oh, yeah, you're in the right place, friend. This is a good place. Play it, new strings all day, yesterday, today. So who's playing the Ibanez? Is that you, Mark? You've got the Ibanez going? Playing, yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next piece. Fingers 2 and 4. Let's get those stretches completed and behind us, and we'll start with frets. We'll start with frets 9 and 12. Okay, so let's go ahead and start there. I'll just move myself around so we can try to stay in the frame. So we'll use fingers 2 and 4, and then we'll go through and use fingers 1 and 3 with that 2 fret stretch. There's that 2 fret span between these 2 fingers. Okay, so let's try that. 1E and a 2Z and a putting on my shoes. We learn more from our failures in life than our successes, that's for sure. That's why I'm so smart. I changed strings too, Mark. Oiled Charlene up and maintained her as good as possible. Now she shoots straight. She stays in tune finally. This is my rifle, this is my gun. Yeah, very cool reference. Mark, I think I could get used to the no failures regardless of the benefit. But alas, I'm incredibly human. Amen. Where did the name Charlene come from, Kevin? Oh, that's a good question. All right, let's go back to fingers 9 and 12. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E. And fingers 1 and 3. It feels like we're going to try to just kind of bump it up to quintuplets today. It feels like we could, right after we get through with this exercise, we'll go ahead and stretch for one moment. And if you're just tuning in, stick around. You're going to love it. This is the morning ritual for guitar growth, and it's something that I thought would be helpful for me to do. And I thought if it was helpful for me, the chances it might be helpful for others is highly likely. Yes. Wow, this ritual this morning is just burning right by. I don't know, we're already 20 minutes in. It's like, this is just flying by today. All right, let's take a moment to just give us a little straight elbow, and then we're going to pull the hands back a little bit and just give it a nice stretch. Zack attack. What's up, rockers? Yeah, right on. Bernard, every time I think I failed, God blesses me with his greater plans in his greater timing, and I ended up better off than things that just go my way all the time. I was really interested in that. I heard Mr. Steve, little Stevie Vai. I heard Mr. Steve Vai say that one time, and that was the first time I really observed any of my early on. I had a few guitar players early on that really changed my trajectory, and Mr. Steve Vai was one of those. And I heard him say, I read him say, and I heard him say that in alignment with God, anything is possible. And then, you know, I have friends who say, you know, read Proverbs on my Facebook timeline, and they're super people, and it's like, this man is waking up every morning at 4 o'clock in the morning, and he like opens up his Bible. He uses the Bible app, right? And it's and then you can pick your version, and he reads every morning. He's had a, you know, he's a super guy, but he raised another point of awareness for me the other day. Count your blessings, number one, and then be engaged in eternal prayer. So everything is prayer and meditation for me are pretty similar things. So, all right, fingers feel great. My arms feel refreshed. I don't know how yours are feeling, but if you're ready to continue on, we can continue on now. Tracy Allen, amen. Yeah, that's great. That's great, man. Robbie Smith, good morning. I don't have my second viewport today because the battery went to heck over the weekend, I guess, and I forgot to. Being on vacation, it was a little mindless. So let's go ahead and do fingers 2 and 3 and 4. Frets 10, 11, and 12. If you're here practicing, I'll give us a count off. If we're here just to sort of in observance of what we're going to do later today, that's okay too. 1E, but stick around for the new thing. We have 2 new things today. And if we have a little time, we're going to talk a little bit about improvisation toward the last 10 or 15 minutes or so, okay? 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 𝗿E and a... But I really feel like I'm making some monumental gains again in my guitar world, in my guitar life. So this is very pleasant for me to you know, is really working the 16th note triplets at, you know, I don't know what it was on the metronome, but it felt pretty good yesterday, sitting with the guitar while my wife was doing some of her planning that she needed to get done. So we were both sitting in the kitchen with the wood stove rolling, and the springers, the doggies were, the pooches laying all over the kitchen floor, you know, and just a beautiful rest. But I had the metronome rolling, and then just working on the, you know, just the speed parts, the speed workouts. And yesterday was a really kind of a cool day, just kind of woke me up, you know, felt really good. And I hope that some of us are having similar fits of greatness at the same time. Any advice for hand exercises? I've recently acquired 2 Epiphones for free. Wow. By luck, I keep one in E flat and one in standard. Oh yeah, I would keep one in E flat too, because I love playing Guns N' Roses. Like I'd keep a guitar tuned in E flat standard just so I could play the intro to Sweet Child of Mine. Right? Let's do fingers 1 and 2 and 3. 1, 2, and T, and with a, you know, a quarter or nickel. What is it used for a pick on that track? Is it a penny? 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 𝗿E. Fingers 1 and 2 and 3 on 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, and we're just getting kind of like a really smooth technique developed, because this is going to turn into a monstrous legato technique down the road. Now, we're 2 months in. We've been through January, February. We're almost 2 full months in to 2025. And by the end of the 3rd month, we should be really feeling something here, something new. So gears are going to start shifting for us. They're going to start doing some new things and some unexpected things. Some of us will feel a little bit like banging our head off the wall because it's not getting there fast enough. But I just encourage myself to remember to breathe. And try to be observant of every single pick stroke. Maybe we're putting a little bit of a twist and a turn on each string. And maybe we're not, but I'm just looking for connectivity. All right, any exercise? I would say if you're looking for exercises, abandon reality, jump in with us. This is literally what we're doing every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I felt like half the man I was when I had medical issues, but I don't know if I'd be half the man I am if had not have. Yeah, right, absolutely. That's interesting stuff, isn't it? That's what doesn't kill us makes us stronger. So let's go ahead. We've graduated to 3-finger guitar players still. So let's go ahead and focus on fingers 9, 1, 2, and 4, and then we're using 1, 2, 4. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to just get through 1 E and 4 attacks per beat, 1 E and a 2 E, and it's symmetrical fingering. And ready? So 9, 10, and 12. 9, 10, and 12. 1 E and a 2 and a T E. Here we go. Yeah, I see those shirts you're wearing on Raul on your channel, like the Red Light District. That's really cool. I'm an alcoholic and I'm trying to get back into my healthy hobbies. I have beefy construction worker hands, hard to play, and I think need a broader neck. Or switch to bass. Abandon reality. I think that's really. I think it. I remember John Lee Hooker was being interviewed one time, and they always asked him how he played while he was so hammered, and I think he said, it's really easy. I practice that way. So it is it's not really a laughing matter. I have friends. We all have our things that we try to. Our vices that we try to, we're in a period of cleaning up our lives or simplifying our lives, and coming back to the guitar is a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful tool, and it's an inspirational tool for many. And the simple fact of coming back to the guitar, it develops an audience that is receptive to the things that you do, right? So let's say that I have a friend, his name is Rick. He's retired now, but he's a school counselor. So 1, and 3, and 4, on frets 9, 11, and 12. Just again, symmetrical patterning. But we're going to use 4 attacks per beat. 4 attacks per beat. Dogs are singing to us. So 1 E and a 2 E and a T E and a go. So back to our friend Ricky. He explained to me one day that he's always been interested in playing the guitar. But his profession was, he wanted to help juveniles in schools, so he became, and encourage them and facilitate a better future, brighter future. So his path was to become a school guidance counselor or school, not a psychologist, but a sort of a counselor or something like that. And he always said that his being a guitar player, like with him without a guitar was like thumbs down for kids. Him with a guitar was 2 thumbs up for kids. Instantly approachable, instantly, oh yeah, he's an okay dude. Just so he cut through all of those months and weeks and months and maybe never developing public trust, and he developed public trust with kids, continually for his entire career through just having a guitar. I have friends who are car dealers. A really good friend who's a car dealer, and he used to keep a guitar in his office, and everybody knew him as sort of like the rebel. But really, like, sold a ton of cars. Still doing that today. Super guitar player too. Super wonderful player. But there's nothing you can't do. Yeah, Rocky Raccoon. That was what I was thinking, Mark. Raoul, that would probably be the Book of Mormon that was in the hotel room, but I still... Oh, Gideon, right? Let's see. Band of Reality, happy you're here with us. Happy to hear you playing. Keep carrying on. That's good. That's what we're looking for right there. Very cool. Thank you, Mr. Tortorello. And Abandoned Reality, I hope you're hanging out with us. I was playing Sweet Child of Mine chordal arrangement yesterday. The song will bring a grown man to tears. Yeah, it will. What a beautiful thing. Gideon up. All right, Abandoned Reality. I started out thinking this way, but learned from the tin knocker with sausage fingers. Best picker I ever met. So let's take a look at 1 E and a 2 E and a T, fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we're already here. 1 E and a 2 E and a, here we go, E and a. Yeah, too bad / we need to hear it. Yeah, suck it up. Remember when Vernon Reid was talking about like having to, he said that there were players who actually had to play their songs so many times that they grow to hate them. Vernon Reid from In Living Color was saying like, I've never had that problem. As many times as he's played Cult of Personality or whatever, that he's never had a problem hating his stuff. Which I thought was pretty interesting because it could be like your own personal private, holding pattern or purgatory to have to play the same thing over and over again to appease an audience. But there is something freeing and liberating in that Mozart effect if you can make a provision to provide that for an audience at scale. That's a beautiful thing. Think about all the people you can help to do that. We get an advantage of calloused fingers beforehand. That's good. Love your guitar picking. Gary, good morning, Gary. Well, thank you very kindly for the wonderful comment. And I'm not sure if you're talking about me or someone else on the channel. Maybe it was me. This is representative of a tremendous amount of effort, right, and a tremendous amount of seat time, and I'm not even really that good at it. Do you know what I mean? I think I definitely certainly appreciate where I am, and where I'm going. I definitely appreciate where I'm going. So fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and stretch 4. So let's try the 1 and 2 and 3 and stretch 4. 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 𝗿E and a... yeah, are you training with your pinky too? Absolutely. Pinky is getting a lot of the attention because the pinky is still, even though I've worked it out a lot more, you know, it's still sort of like, it feels like it's part of the family, but it's still, you know, it's still a little bit behind. You know, I'm not sure if I'd put it in charge of the waffle iron or not, but I'd definitely let it pass the butter around the table. Do you know what I mean? It's getting there. Lin. My pinky finger, index finger, and middle are strong, but ring finger isn't. Can you give? I can. So if you're just tuning in, if you're just new here, please stick around. You're going to love it. It's the morning ritual for guitar growth, and that's exactly what we're intending to do. Unfortunately, it doesn't happen all at once. It doesn't happen with, you know, a special vitamin pill. It's, as you know, it's just a product of attitude, you know, awareness, observance, devotion, seed time. And, you know, one of the things that I really appreciate is I can't change a problem if I'm not aware of the problem. So the questions that you're asking, if you're aware of it, just keep the faith that if you are asking the question, if you're aware of an issue, that's a good thing, because that indicates that you have the capacity to change it. So let's go ahead and take a look at kicking that first finger back. And if I'm missing some comments, please don't hold it against me. I don't have a second viewport, and I am trying to keep us all sort of like moving forward with this too. So here we go. Position 9, kick the first finger back to 8, 10, 11, and 12. And 1E and a 2E and a TE and a 𝗀E and a... So I would recommend, Anya Lin, if you have time to spend more mornings with us, certainly spend some time with us. Bring the guitar with you if you'd like, and play along with us. You don't even really have to show up in tune, because we go through a process of breathing and tuning previous to our, you know, getting involved with the mechanical workout. And we'll work through all of those fingering problems that you might have, right? Mesosphere, Ryland by Andy McQueen. That's a really, really cool idea. Andy McKee is just is from like another planet, isn't he? Just a beautiful guitar player, beautiful guitarist. Oh, Max, yeah. Hammer-ons and pull-offs. 3 fingers, a la Django. Yeah, there you go. We have a really great live chat here. A really helpful group of guitar players, and some are professional, and some of us like to play in the campfire, you know, and some of us have had a lifetime of experience with the instrument and the business, and so you never know. Those questions are definitely handled with ease in this live chat, though I'm confident with any of the, you know, many of the answers one might receive here. Let's go ahead and do one more quick stretch. We're at 40 minutes, and I'm feeling the burn this morning. So let's go ahead, if you wouldn't mind. We'll just take a quick look at this and just give a 15 clicks on the up. Yeah, abandoned reality. Oh, yeah, you're still here. Good. 3 fingers a la Django. So the fat finger thing is something that we can work on. I usually try to keep on my, because I have like fat little fingers too. Do you know what I mean? It's like, and they're not as long as they could be. I tried, you know, I try to do what I can with what I have, what I've been gifted. And fingertips is a really important place to be studying. So I would think, here's the, you know, where I typically would want my fingertip, and we're going to just walk through a finger roll exercise. But this is really where I want my finger, and you can see if I lay it over that I end up getting that fat part of my finger touching the next higher string. So if I'm playing a chord, I just simply need to remember to arch, and if my thumb's too high, you can see how it draws my palm to the bottom of the neck, which closes any leverage that I have. So I'll open up my hand by dropping my thumb to the bottom of the neck, and now I have all of this area to, you know, in which to operate, whereas before I would have had, you know, a really closed off, very limited angular experience. So that's a good place to start in my mind. Hammer-ons and pull-ups, I love that. That's great. Keep a guitar in the background of my Zoom while I work and meet with people. Yeah, good idea. So, 𝗵𝗄𝗃, good morning. I work from my house, so I feel very lucky to be able to keep guitars at desk. Oh yeah, and if you keep them at desk, I've found that keeping the heat right around the same heat, you know, and then the humidity level right around 45%, you know, trying to control that environment. Guitars really like that. And some guitars, if they're not sitting right in that sweet spot, they'll crack and let you know that they'll cry about it, and they'll crack and they'll give you problems, and so they'll let you know when they need attention for sure. Hopefully we're engaged in preventive and observant enough to be out in front of that curve, though. Let's take a look at this 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a really nice one for, you know, speed picking, alternate picking, which is what we like to do while we span over across the string set. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we invert that pattern 1, 2, 3, 4, then 4, 3, 2, 1, then 4, 3, 2, 1, descend the position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's take a look at fingers 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 tags per beat. 1 E and we'll play on the top string group, down and up, middle string group number 2, bottom string group number 3, and 1, 2 E and putting on my shoes. There's great beauty in not wanting a thing. Absolutely. There's this production line that, you know, sort of the need isn't there. We need to work on generating the want or the desire, right? All right, 4 middle strings, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Drive safe, everyone. Yeah, I like that. Tracy Allen, I feel that also with my music. And abandon reality in rehab, a simple G, C-add 9, D major, and some picking and some hammer-ons and plucks here and there helped me follow fellow folks in recovery. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, not to sound sort of asinine, but I think, you know, Chris 𝗕𝗍𝗍 from the Punch Brothers sings about it from, oh, whoops, I'm supposed to be on the next string group down. Sorry, I get carried away from these comments. 2 E and a T, bottom 4, 9, 10, and 12, 1. Chris, Mr. 𝗕𝗍𝗍, Chris says from the Punch Brothers, you know, and Phosphorescent Blues, really beautiful album. Like a world-class, like groundbreaking album, taking music to a new place for humankind, for sure. He talks about 21st century, you know, we all have that 21st century stress. We're all exposed to it, and we're all therefore sort of in a constant state of sort of like recovery from the human condition. Some of us are less sensitive to it than others, I think, and less aware of it than others, but I think you're right. Poot, I like the cabinet. Oh yeah, I've just got to show you the Victrola. It's there's an old record player in there. You wind it up and it spins the old shellac albums. It's a lot of fun. We all laugh when we play it. Good time and smash it. Oh, hey, Robbie Smith for the save on the smashing of the like button. If you're here and you like what's happening, please smash that like button. I certainly appreciate it. So we could talk about 2 more things. Let's talk about a pick, like a speed pick drill real quick. Let's take a look at, let's see if we can, let's just pick an arbitrary sort of, you know, just a really comfortable place on the guitar, and then just work on 1, 2, fingers 1, 2. We're on position number 9 now on the B string. 1, 2, and then finger 4 on 12, and then 1, 2, 4 on 12. So we don't, it's diatonic, but we don't need to think about shifting positions of fingers. And then we get a position shift in there, so we're articulating. I'm not really just reaching with the 4th finger, I'm actually shifting the whole left hand, because we're position players. Everywhere the 1st finger is, we can cover literally 1, 2, 3, 4 frets. So when we jettison from the 9th position up to 4th finger on fret 14, that places us squarely on position number 11. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, and I would start 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Would start there, and then let it ring. 1 and 2 and T and fo, 2, T, fo. So it's 1 and 2 and T and 4 and 2, 3 and 1. And we could turn it around and make it a cyclical sequence. So we have just coordinating those microscopic moves, because we won't be able to get up to speed if our pick travels too far in either direction from one side of the string on the downstroke and the other side of the string on the upstroke. So we will run into some technical problems and speed limitations if we don't keep the pick super close to each side of the string. So here's what it looks like to me, like and this is a la John McLaughlin, right? So as soon as we put a little palm mute on it, you know, and then we can start really just keep that idea working over the week maybe. But I wanted to start talking a little bit about just hammering on the A note, every quarter note, one beat, one attack per beat, and it's very simple, and it's very, very calculated. So we sing, Mary had a little lamb, dun 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 dun, ba ba ba. And this is all in the scope of becoming a masterful blues player or improvisational guitarist. If we can use all of those, any of those songs that we heard and we've been internalizing and absorbing from the time of our infancy, those songs are in there and we already own them, so we can have no problems using those songs as vehicles to bring our phrasing together, to bring our musical thoughts into reality. So the first thing I would recommend doing is I'm using A as the root note, so da da ba da re mi. So I know if just because I have decent relative pitch, I know that if I start on the mi, re re re, mi sol sol. Now if I wanted to use the A minor pentatonic, we have we have 1 4 1 3 1 3, and then 1 3 1 4 1 4. So 1 4 1 3 1 3 1 3 1 4 1 4. So I'm going to use only one note from the minor pentatonic, and it's going to be fret number 8 on the high E string, and I'm going to sing, internalize Mary Had a Little Lamb, but I'm only going to play on one note. So now we could use two notes, and that would help us with, because that's all really basically just tension, right? And what if I just use the root note, A? So I'm just using A, right? But I'm going to use, the flatted 3, which is, fret 5 and 8. So here's the root note, or the safe note in the key of A, or when we're playing over an A chord. So having that capability to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is also Mary Had a Little Lamb for me. Do you know what I mean? So I'm really building that melodic or improvised framework around things that I already know. And all of these finger patterns that we've done like a week or 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago now, all of that parallel planing of the minor pentatonic shape, all of that was there by design so that we can program our fingers to do the work that we want them to do at the moment of the wanting, if you know what I mean. So the idea is that we can't possibly practice or can't possibly play the thing that we haven't practiced. So you can imagine all of the things that we might want to say at any given moment as an improvising guitar player. And if I don't practice, I've found that I don't need a lot of vocabulary. I just need, minor pentatonics and a few nursery rhymes, right? Because I think that's what Miles Davis was quoted as doing, right? Had two teachers in elementary school. When they brought their guitars, they were different people. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't want to see me rolling into a boardroom without a guitar. Bad news there. All right, Monday, I don't have to rush off to work. Very cool, man. Hold the thumb lower on the neck. That's good advice. Got my guitar this week. I really do need 𝗕𝗶𝗄. Do I really need a 𝗕𝗶𝗄? We probably won't work on, hey Anas, we probably won't work on 𝗕𝗶𝗄 specifically, but I do keep a 𝗕𝗶𝗄 right here, and I always use, I don't have any problems, telling you about the page 𝗕𝗶𝗄. I've used them all, and this is just my personal preference because it sits here on the guitar. I don't have to fumble around for it in my pocket looking for it, but some like the Kaiser, the clip-on one, some like the 𝗬𝗵 𝗕𝗶𝗄s where you kind of like bolt it on or pivot it on or leverage it on. And it really is a personal thing, or some screw them on the sides, so there are a lot of different variations on 𝗕𝗶𝗄s. 𝗕𝗶𝗄s are relatively affordable, $20. You can spend $150 on a 𝗕𝗶𝗄 or more if you like. Hi, good morning. O'Neill Webster, how long have you been playing? I've been playing for a fair amount of time. I feel like an idiot for not realizing what hold the thumb lower on the neck. Oh, yeah. Like that's the thing that I do the same thing all the time. Abandon reality. It's common for me to, foot and mouth, say the thing. I had a friend from MIT. He's like, you don't have to say everything that you think, Jason. That's true. But no, it's all in good chat. So what we're doing is we're getting ready to wrap for the day. I'm just going to continue trying to get through the rest of these, but we've completed our morning ritual for guitar growth. I want to invite you to continue coming. Every weekday we do this together every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we go through breath work. We create our own practice environment by starting with breath and smashing that like button. And then we work on tuning. And then we work on our mechanical processes, which in turn will feed our technical prowess as we move deeper and deeper into our guitar practice. As we become better guitar practitioners and maybe even take on some students or start working on our own projects, or just for whatever reason, whatever goals we have, smashing that like button is definitely a big part of it, isn't it? But it's here. We're here every morning for the entire year of 2025. So you're more than welcome. It's free. There's no charge. Just bring your guitar. And you see like Bernard's answering capo questions. So we have friends here in the live chat who, Punch Brothers are awesome. Discovered them about 6. Oh yeah. Those guys are. Phosphorescent Blues is a remarkable album. The first track on that, first cut on that album is just so deep and so unbelievably engaging. I've listened to that track probably hundreds of times. I use that album when I go out. I haven't been out jogging for a while, but a couple years ago I was doing 17 miles 3 times a day, and that was a big part of that push. That's what the tune in the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 fix. Oh, Bernard. All right. 𝗵𝗺𝗃 fixes that out of tune reality that lives around us. Yeah, keep talking about that. We're gonna draw some parallels around that. I'm so glad you're here talking the 𝗵𝗺𝗃 talk, man. This is going to be something that continues, I hope. Life by the Drop. Oh man. Oh yeah. It's not. And that's Tightrope, I think. Oh. Oh yeah, right on, Mark. Yeah, that's like, I'm gonna have to look at Life by the Drop. It's not coming. The melody's not coming to me for some reason. Once in a while that happens to me. I like Life by the Drop. That metronome is all I'm like hearing right now. For some reason, opening lick. I'll go take another look at it. Good morning. Stevie fans know where this will end up. Hi, I'm from Thailand. Relax. I'm from Thailand. Cool, man. Thanks for being here. Play some Hendrix. Ooh, tempting stuff. Have a great day, everybody. Until tomorrow. There it is, Kevin. We're just waiting on you, man. Thank you very much for being here, everybody. Kevin's a timekeeper, and he keeps very accurate time because your time is valuable. As a matter of fact, your time is irreplaceable, and far be it from me to want to squander your time. So thank you for being here for the hour, and we have completed what we're doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll continue along, and we'll continue along on the improvisational theme for about 5 or 10 minutes, just little ideas here and there, but predominantly we're here for the morning ritual for guitar growth every weekday morning at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I really and truly do hope to see you here again, whether it's every day or intermittent, whatever you need, we're here for each other, okay? So thank you very much for being here, and let me just say hi to your pop for us, Kevin, if you don't mind. Thanks, Kev. Great way to spend the morning. Oh, Robbie, your birthday? Watching Uncle Jason do a little SRV. Let's do a little happy birthday for Mr. Smith, Brother Smith over here. So. I like the old Grand Funk Railroad endings. something like that. Well, happy birthday, Robbie. I'm glad you mentioned that. Uncle Jason's happy to play happy birthday anytime we can for friends and family. See Nothing is by accident. The Beekeeper guitar player found this channel. You cannot talk too much or practice too much in the gifts of God like music and bees. Oh yeah. All right, it's coming, man. We've got Discord coming, so don't lose the faith there. We have you know, some expanding things coming, so certainly appreciate your encouragement. Have you ever seen the rain? Ow, tuna! Wow, oh my gosh, Jesus, you're killing me. I can't. I'm gonna be here all day. Just McFlurry, Bernard, see you tomorrow, Kevin. Very nice. Just McFlurry, bye. All right, yeah, the opening lick is like 𝗏 drops, like my favorite. Yeah. Life by the drop. Life by the drop. Oh man, it's not coming to me. I'm not sure why that is. All right, I'll take a look at it for tomorrow for sure. Is that an Eastman guitar? It's the old Taylor 420. It's you know, circa 94, 96, something like that. Beautiful guitar. There's a story behind it. Maybe we'll get a photograph of it and share it on my on the community tab portion of the page and give it a little more backstory. But thank you for asking about the guitar. It's an old one. It's a good one, and you can see that there's a little bit of a note here I wrote myself on the back of it years ago. The metronome would work for a slightly sloped down version of this. Oh, gotcha. I think you were playing tightrope. Yeah, it was tightrope, wasn't it? Yep. Grand Funk being Michigan natives. Oh. There's just so much to do. So much to do in so little time. So I hope you spend your time wisely today, because each breath is indeed a gift, and let's all, I pray that we don't take those for granted and use our gifts for good. Okay, so until we meet again tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, or whenever you can plug in again, I will see you then, and I wish you all happy picking. And until next time, I guess, happy picking. All right. Drop the cowboy chord, E-A-D. Bernard, oh, wow. Man, oh gosh, you guys are just keep coming here. Please play Gangsta Paradise. Oh man. Good day, everyone. Thanks, Jason. All right, 𝗵𝗄𝗃, thanks, man. I appreciate it. This was cool. Thanks for your time. All right, you guys, I really want to stay and I really want to hang. But come back tomorrow. Please come back tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard, and we'll see you then. All right, gangsta.